Fernandinho. Anyway, sorry. Nick enjoyed that intro there, didn't you? Fernandinho, what more can be said about this guy? Get him a statue, honestly. I feel like he's a quiet, underappreciated legend. I think he's one of those guys, basically, he came about 2-3 years later to be considered alongside the Yayas and the Agueros and your Kompanys and Zabas, but to me, he's every bit as important as all those players. He is a phenomenal player, a phenomenal athlete, a leader, a warrior, and a man that really epitomises everything that Guardiola loves about footballers in terms of technical ability, desire, work rate, and ability to learn, and ability to improve even at the grand old age of 33. A fantastic player, and one more than anyone that I worry about replacing. How can you replace Fernandinho? Well, to be honest, there's not many in the world that have that unique skill set, that unique blend of all technical attributes, physical attributes, and a desire to learn. He's just genuinely a one-off. And it's worth pointing out how good he is. Now, we did have a few injuries this season. I think, according to these stats there, he played his fewest amount of minutes in the league since 2014-15. But he still managed to start 28 games. And 2 of City's 4 league losses came without him on the field. It shows just how important he is. Genuinely does. Now, he basically has played an average of 2,687 minutes since he turned 30 of a possible 3,420. He plays a lot of football. And that's over the past 4 Premier League seasons. And he isn't just this kind of defensive midfielder. He's our basically heart on the pitch. He's our engine room. He is this guy who kickstarts us into action. He is this destructive force at the middle. He's able to drop in at centre back, win headers in the area, get forward, build attacks, resist the press, launch forward past people and play it out to the wings. He's absolutely brilliant. He leads the team in tackles, interceptions, and he passes it forward more than any of the non-defenders in the 90 minutes. Basically, he does absolutely everything for us. I think Guardiola has realised how important Fernandinho is since he became to the Premier League, because he's talked a lot about how the second ball and the loose ball is really important and how you have to be physical in the air. And Fernandinho, even though he's not the biggest, the amount of times you've seen winning headers in our own area or picking up loose balls or being in the right place to cover a centre back or a left back that's got forward or a right back that's gone forward, Fernandinho essentially stops us conceding goals through his incredible position, incredible tactical awareness. And I can't really point out loads of games where he was great, because he was great in all of them. The ones that spring to mind for me, I think the first half of the United game towards the run-in, I thought he was absolutely fantastic at that. We probably would have been behind if he wasn't there. An absolute warrior. I remember him being brilliant as well in the Arsenal game. I think the 3-1 at home, we battered them, but he was everywhere. At some point, he was dropping in at centre-back, doing this kind of loose centre-back thing. Next minute, he was bombing past Gundogan. He was getting really far forward, joining the attack. He was also great away at Everton, for what I can remember. Fernandinho was absolutely fantastic. There was a couple of games naturally where he wasn't all that, but he is 33 years old, but he's 34 now, and that's understandable for a player in such a unique position in a team like that. To do what he does, to be Mr. Duracell Bunny in a team like this at his age and still be fantastic. He's a freak of nature. And when I talk about context in terms of who they are and what they are, this is why I give him a score of 9. Because I think to do what he does at his age, even if he does have the odd drop-off, and even if he did miss a few games this season, it's a phenomenal achievement. To be that good at his age, given the demands of this team, what a man. I love Fernandinho. He's a phenomenal player, and we're so lucky to have him. Hopefully he'll be around next season to teach his inevitable successor the ways of Fernandinho and the ways of Manchester City, because we are going to struggle to replace him so much. He is a man mountain, and one of our players of the season, rightfully so. The only reason he didn't get higher than 9 is because he missed a few games, and he did have a slight slow start to the season in terms of his form, which is going to happen. Higher than a 9 would have been a few more games, less of a slower start to the season, and maybe a few more goals or assists if he'd found the way to that. But otherwise, 9, a fantastic player, and he's the kind of person who doesn't give you less than 8 out of 10. 9 out of 10 weeks. What a player. What a player. Guys, that's my thoughts on Fernandinho there. Let me know if you think that's a fair score. I personally think it's more than a fair score. I think he's fantastic, and this is a very credible number for him. Go and check out the Zinchenko video I've just done, and hang on for this evening for Gundogan is coming up not too far after this. As ever, thank you to these guys. Patreon.com/Esteemed Company if you want to get involved and get a shout out in a video. Let me know. Right, in a bit.